Okay, hello, welcome back. We are in Spider-Man, the city is burning. And I'm pretty much doing this video as kind of a venting type thing. Basically just random things I really want to talk about. So, first off, yeah, I'll be doing these along the way to get to there, but, to get to the... I'm going towards the, story mission, which will put me in a fight with Vulture and Electro, if I'm remembering correctly. So I'm gonna meander in that general direction. So first off, part of my plan, I had just picked up a machine called an Elgato, so I could live stream, because apparently.
The Statue of Liberty?
I couldn't live stream with just a regular PlayStation. Just wouldn't let me live stream. That guy's just being mean. So, I picked up a device called an Elgato, which is supposed to let you live stream. One of the problems I ran into is, after talking to the person in the store, somebody else picked it up for me because I'm living in an area that doesn't have, like, a Best Buy. So somebody, went down to Texas and picked up a Best Buy. I'm in Alaska, by the way. In the conversation, they made it sound as if pretty much all you needed was the Elgato device and the
strong-arming civilians is not gonna fly in my town.
And a PlayStation. That's all you needed to do that. And apparently. Whew. Sorry, these guys are just beating me up. Apparently that's not all you need. You need to have a computer with... These guys are just being mean to me. So you need a computer with a current... let's see, a current Windows or a current Mac, depending on the type of computer you had. So the computer I've got is a few years old, and
maybe wait till we're not in a state of emergency.
Apparently it's a little too old to have the current run Windows, so I can't download the right material, so I'm faced with the option of either buying computer that does have the information, which another few $100s that I really don't have. I'm a poor YouTuber, not a rich YouTuber. Or basically just sending the stuff back. So yep, still deciding on that. I'm actually at this point leaning towards sending it back, but it could go either way. So a little annoyed about that. So that's my slight venting right there, because I'd hope to be able to at least get a Halloween live stream and, you know, do something like that for fun. But, nope, I have to make these videos without live streaming, so,
We have an active hostage situation.
So, the second... Well, another venting thing. Is I mentioned this when I did my review of the DLC, but I'm not a big Black Cat fan, so I'm a little bit annoyed that we now have to have that the DLC is part 1 of 3, basically. All 3 DLCs connect, which will probably be okay, except I don't want to do yet another Black Cat, you know, show up again and again and deal with her. So to give it some sort of perspective here, or to kind of present my point of view, is
Thought you might need one,
I've worked in the mental health field for a while,
anything like this devil's breath stuff.
and
Forensics
worked
is
with a
having
lot
a
of
hell of a
people who've
time.
been abused, and
News reports say this is where Otto released Devil's Breath.
this is gonna sound crazy to pretty much everyone who's hasn't worked the mental health field.
Maybe I can isolate it.
But the worst form of abuse really is emotional abuse. It's worse than
AT
physical
Rich
or
leader
even
sequence.
sexual
This looks
abuse.
promising.
Which, you know, I think most people look at that and say, what? But, you know, it's pretty darn true, actually. So, yeah. And the reason I'm bringing that up and talking about that is that Black Cat is very emotionally abusive. She is manipulative. She's constantly... Basically, it's all about her, and she thinks of nothing of running Spider-Man's emotions through a mincer for just to make herself feel good.
Need to find the right one.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember which direction I'm supposed to be going to get to. I always get it confused. Pretty sure it's like up the building is the right direction. Yep, I'm going the right direction. But yeah, she's very emotionally abusive, and it's just, it's painful for me to watch, especially since I've had to deal with people who are, who have gone through the same sort of thing, who have been severely emotionally abused by their partners, both men and women. And, you know, children who have been emotionally abused.
Access hatch around here.
And it's just actually painful for me to play through that, and I just don't want to deal with her. I don't want her to be around. I don't want Peter to get involved with her again.
This is moody.
And, you know, she basically poisons pretty much everything.
Must be some way to hit the light.
She, yeah, pretty much everything she touches, she, poisons, and including... Wait a second, where am I supposed to be? There it is. And it did include his current relationship with Mary Jane was partially poisoned by, you know, what she was doing in the DLC, and it's just, she's so aggravating and so annoying. At least for me, and it's like, why does this poor Spider-Man have to go through this? He's, after all the other stuff he's had to go through.
He'll destroy the whole
Not
city
cool.
to hurt Norman.
Not cool, man. So, yeah, just another thing I'm venting about. Ugh. I feel like I'm such an angry person some days. But, yeah. One of the things I want to do is actually do a comparison between Black Cat and Screwball in the game, and do that sort of comparison where it's like, who would you really rather be with, and compare their attitudes. You know, a spoiler if I ever actually do that video. I was hoping to do it with the Elgato, actually, so I'd have the good editing to be able to do it, but not gonna happen. I might have to use poor editing, or just do it as a swinging through town. But yeah, it's, but the spoiler for that, if I ever do it, I'm actually leaning towards Screwball as being the person, you know, and I'm thinking less in
favorite Russian.
In terms of
like Otto recorded messages for his crew.
I'm thinking of it in less in terms of a romantic partner, because they both seem rather immature to me, but more in terms of who would I wouldn't mind hanging out with. It seems, yeah, and it's like the constant manipulation from Black Cat and the psychological and emotional abuse, you know, compared to Screwball, who is manipulative, but she's
Otto developed a corrosive to free Rhino from his suit.
She's open about her manipulation, if that makes sense. She pretty much tells you right at the beginning, this is exactly what I'm doing. And it's true. Her end motivation was, you know, to get more bloggers, more people to watch her a live stream.
AKA
and
Scorpion, aka Crazy Pants McCrazy.
That's what she does. Whereas with Black Cat, you don't know what her end goal is. You don't know how she's manipulating you. You don't know how she's going to hurt you, and you don't know where she's going to leave you in the lurch while you end up fighting lots and lots of guys. It's, yeah. So anyway, that's my little vent on Black Cat. Let's move on to happier things. Spider-Man's pretty fun and awesome. I actually got a cool email from PlayStation today, which was a
Old man Vulture.
Congratulations for
him more than anyone else here.
Getting the platinum trophy on this game, and I got a lovely little avatar for my PlayStation, and it's not like it's a super big deal or anything like that. So it's just a lot of it's just a nice little thing that think, oh wow, I've done some good stuff. But regardless, it would have been fun if you could put that little recording thing upside down. But anyway,
Electro. Total.
I tend to just like just the little things in games. I tend to like.
Max.
So.
When you first conveyed your dream to me, I thought you insane. Pure energy. But as
yeah, we're going through the Sinister Six here, and
to give us both what we desire. I promise you, when we
there's all these like classic references in this game I really enjoyed. The fact that Goblin wasn't a member of the original Sinister Six, and he isn't in this game, I think is really cool.
Blank. Unless there's something here I'm missing. UV bulb.
So.
Huh. Nothing happened.
I just like that they did it.
Lamp on.
That they have essentially the original Sinister. Well, no, it's not the original Sinister Six. It's the original founder of the Sinister Six, followed by who was Dr. Octopus, followed by several of the original members.
The villains to destroy Oscorp Holdings. What's Vulture doing and where? I need to keep my guard up.
Vulture, Electro.
Electro's disabling Oscorp power plants. Makes sense.
I'm trying to remember if Rhino was original member or not.
Shoreline properties.
I'm thinking no. I don't think he showed up in the comic until later. Sandman and
Scorpion must be trying to poison the city's reservoir.
Pretty sure Scorpion was, but I'm not sure. Sandman and Craven and Mysterio were the three members that were
Please going after the Devil's Breath anti-serum using something called
were not included in this game. I can tell you that right now.
Last stage of the plan is
so it's Vulture, Electro, and Scorpion, I believe, plus Doc Ock, Mysterio, and Actually, no, I'm confused. So maybe Scorpion wasn't one of the original members because there's 7 I've been mentioning. Anyway, sorry. Let's get back to the game and avoid my faulty memory about the original Sinister Six.
Hello, Spider-Man. We've never been properly introduced. I'm
Otto Octavius. There is no Icarus, is there?
No. Martin needs no assistance to secure the anti-serum. Icarus was a ruse to get you into position.
Into position? Huh?
Honestly, Spider-Man should have known. I mean, Icarus, the guy who flew too close to the sun, and paid a price for it. So yeah. Yeah. Use Icarus as a bait to lead him to the explosion.
Hey, Pete, are you okay? What's happening?
It's such a Spider-Man moment to have, Mary Jane call him in the middle of being dragged through the street by Vulture. It's just, yeah, such a really fun thing.
If there's a record of the lab, I'll find it.
Okay.
In case you haven't noticed, the outfit I'm using is the Resilience suit, which is one of the 3 new outfits from the DLC. I actually like it. A few people seem to have ripped on it, so go figure. I like of the shimmery outfits. It's thus far my favorite.
Time for Plan B.
Or the shimmery metallic outfits. So now I get to fight these guys. let's see.
That was almost heartwarming, Electro. You really grew in prison, didn't you?
Now I'm trying to hit him.
Need to get him close and do some
There we
real
go.
damage.
Ha.
I need to web the transformer he's over.
Ha. Got the transformer.
You're up! No, Adrian! Me, Spider-Man!
What are you babbling about?
Nobody ever gets my jokes.
Our long feud ends tonight, insect.
Phew! Thought we had a healthy give and take. Man, have I misread this relationship.
So, one of my hardest parts about this fight is basically figuring out where the guys are. I mean, it's pretty three-dimensional, so it's like they could be anywhere. Up, down, above, below.
You got my joke! I'm so happy I can almost stop fighting! Almost! Gotta be honest, liked it better when you two were loners.
Amazing what a little teamwork can achieve, ain't it? The vigor of youth, the wisdom of experience, a fine pairing.
Ha, got it.
Just like oil and water, sure. Missed me, now you got it. You know what, forget I said anything. Not too close, Max. As usual.
Whew. Ha.
He doesn't stand a chance.
I thought I was doing quite well there.
Yeah, we got this.
Again, hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately.
That spider sense tingling thing is just driving me nuts. I mean, ugh. Ah, need to get higher. There we go. Ha. Phew. These villains are really hard to take out.
How many times have we done this dance, Adrian? A dozen? 2 dozen?
Once too many. Tonight will be your last waltz.
Alright, where'd he go? Hardest part of this fight is figuring out where the heck these guys are.
Nothing more than luck.
No, that was pure skill, dude.
You tired, Spider?
Close and try to finish him off.
Yes! Oh, man. Yeah, it is a pretty fun fight. I did enjoy it, but hard part, like I said, is trying to figure out where these guys are.
What's happening?
Electro's been grounded.
That actually looks painful, having one of those things ripped out of your ear.
If you really cared about this city, you'd be helping me expose Osborn for the criminal he is.
By killing innocent people?
I would have restored the power.
You're sick. You need help.
I have all the help I need, and we will not stop until Norman gets what he deserves.
So, yep, I believe now we'll move on into daylight. So, yeah, he's gonna take a nice little nap here.
I hate it when they team up. Just need to catch my breath.
I think we've all had moments like that. Just, you work hard, you're dead tired, and you just go, ugh. And then suddenly it's like, oh, I've dozed off. Yeah, all to the good. All to the good. So... You know,
what time? Oh, man.
That's one thing I wish they do in the settings. Once you beat the game, you have the ability to change the weather, but one of the you don't have the chance to change the weather to the rain.
Vulture and Electro are down.
So if you're in like a rain mood, you can't change it to that. You just have day, sunset, and night.
Nothing gets by you. It was Octavius' staging ground. He's using the villains to pull apart Oscorp. Vulture and Electro were targeting power
I'm
plants.
trying to think if I have any other things I want to vent about. It's very nice to vent about the whole Elgato thing. Ugh.
I assume you're going after Scorpion?
Yeah.
Anyway.
The city's already on the brink. If we lose clean water, we might never come back.
That's my Spider-Man venting for the week.
Sounds like a plan.
I might do it more at some point on different games. Tomorrow I think I'm going to do some gameplay of Flipping Death for Halloween, and then that's about it. This upcoming month we should get the second DLC in Spider-Man, so we'll get some of that, and November's going to be a little bit busy in that regard.
Hey, Pete, you okay?
And
that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, Hitman 2 is going to be coming out, so.
In the middle of it.
Yep, tune in to see all my fun stuff on that. Like and subscribe if you like this. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Yeah, I heard that.